Holy shit!
Hey guys, we're two dudes,
One camera.
and this is the unskippable cutscene.
And we've just put new studio lights in for our first episode, but we can't work out how to get the cover on it. So these are just naked, insanely bright bulbs. And if you think that we're like hamming it up for effect, just hang on.
It's so bad.
Oh, that's better. Oh. It's actually it's legitimate. If you look at the light, you get a retina burn straight away.
Oh,
like you're gonna leave it on. So
oh god.
So those who don't know, we're just two guys that talk about video games and pop culture. It's probably nothing. It's just like sort of an older gamer's kind of point of view of things.
What? I can't hear you over the lighting. Oh my god. We need to figure out how to put these covers on.
Yeah. So my hand is like a blade of light. It kind of looks like a lightsaber.
Oh man.
Take two.
That is Mr. Percival Albus Cartwright.
He's a cat.
He is a cat, and he is a fluffy Siberian Garfield.
So we're going to try again with the intro. So what's the point of this channel?
So we're sort of going to talk about the week that was. We're going to talk about stuff that interests us, mainly games.
As mature gamers.
Yes, very mature gamers. Yeah, that's pretty much it, really. We may talk about movies and some other stuff, but mainly gaming.
A little bit of anime / hentai.
Oh yeah, I love the hentai.
I hate. So we're quite different. Just very quickly, he's more of a console man right through and into anime and that kind of pop culture. Hentai. I'm more of a PC gamer. Sort of also play Xbox, but we play very differently. He's a loot and shooter. He loves gear and loot and all that.
RPGs.
That stuff that I am
MMOs.
not super into because I've got a short attention span. So we should have a little bit of contrasting opinion, and maybe some of you align with our different points of view. There's a very controversial thing on Twitter today from talking about games are just too long, which I agree with, but got all the fanboy haters out. Anyway, we'll get back to that later. But
games that are too long.
Yeah. So it was a Twitter article. I can't remember the name of the publication, but this guy was saying, legitimately, that games are too long these days, and that developers.
He deserves a slap in the face.
Oh god, you're one of the commenters. All these people replying to it. Are any of these guys in this publication real gamers, or are they just filthy casuals? And I thought someone.
So his argument is that games are too long.
No, not across the board. He said too many developers equate more hours that you have to spend finishing the game as quality. So, it takes 88 hours, which is great because there's a lot of content, but that's at the expense of interesting things to do. It's just filler. And what he's saying is that games don't need to get short across the board. Like The Witcher 3 is great with all its content, etc. But a lot of games that market themselves on having tons of stuff to do really should just pull it in a little bit because it's quite boring.
I agree. Hold on. My cat wants out. Possible.
Just like our entire audience right now. Skip!
No, you're not allowed to skip.
It's the unskippable cutscene.
It's the unskippable cutscene.
You can press X or click your mouse all you want. You can fucking Alt Tab out and try and look up.
So, let's talk about our name as well. The unskippable cutscene, which I think is great because it's a throwback to old school gaming where you couldn't fucking skip the annoying cutscenes.
Well, you still can't in a lot of games.
Most games you can though. There's some skip button.
I do love, like I saw someone on Twitter commenting that you can have a guy that's put 170 hours into RPG and they encounter one cutscene that they can't skip. I'm like, this is bullshit! It's not respecting my time! It's like, dickhead, you just spent 3 hours collecting carrots for the local villagers so you could get like a different coloured tunic.
No, I totally agree with you. I get just as angry if I can't fucking skip a cutscene that I want to. Oh man.
It turned us into, whenever there's a load scene, you quickly grab your phone instead of just waiting the 15 seconds.
I do that all the time.
It's bad.
If oh man, there's so many times that I'm gaming now, and I'm either looking at YouTube or Twitch, and I'm like still watching a cutscene that I just don't give a damn about. I just want to get to the loop.
Yeah, God forbid having like 60 seconds alone with your thoughts.
No,
my life is a mess.
It is terrible, man. It is actually terrible.
Anyway, we're going to make these short and sharp. We're not going to waste your time talking about respecting gamers' time. So, Tim, you prepared more than I have for this.
I have this time.
What's our first topic?
Our first topic is God of War. My God, I cannot wait for
more
this
like
game.
God of War. Am I right?
Definitely
no,
not.
it actually looks really good.
It looks amazing.
Sorry, I've got an Xbox. I'm really jealous because I don't want to drop $650 on a PS4 Pro.
You started with a PlayStation though.
I did, and then I sold it, and then
to come play Xbox with us. And now we're abandoning ship.
No, not we. I need to monetize you guys so I can get the PS4. I can clip those ads. So
yeah, I'm getting the PlayStation 4. I haven't had one before. I've been an Xbox guy for years and years now. So first PlayStation. I have played PlayStations, but I haven't owned one. Looking very, very, very forward to God of War as my first PS4 exclusive game.
So I don't know that much about it. I've seen the odd video of it and seen some cool snow effects and seen all the reviews roll in. But to me, it looks like a really pretty third-person hack and slash. But what is it that's making this game a 95 out of 100 or getting people, 0 to midnight about it?
So just the amount of effort that Corey Balrog has put in. And
you cannot pause!
Yeah.
Sorry, I've been waiting to use that one.
Amazing dude. 5 years to make. Pretty much instilled into his team that they had the mentality of fucked out, which he just drilled in. Like, no idea was stupid. Single shot camera was one of their ideas that they wanted to bring to God of War, because the old God of War games was not single shot camera, so it wasn't a third person close up camera view of what it is now.
Most third person action games single camera shots, or single shot cameras, or do they like hop around and you just don't notice?
They can hop around at some point, but with this it doesn't. So, which means like less loading screens, less buffering that you'll notice. And that was the really hard thing they had to do with this type of game, because they hadn't done it before.
Yeah.
So it took them 5 years to make it, and it looks friggin' incredible. Yeah.
Well, anyway, we'll do God of War follow-up once you've stayed awake for 48 hours straight playing it.
It's going to be a long weekend.
Well, speaking of PS4 games...
Spiderman.
What about it?
Looks incredible.
It does.
Only seen gameplay footage, listened to a little bit of how they designed it.
Is this another one they gave, like Sony obviously were the publisher for this as well, it's exclusive to PS4, but is this another one that they gave the developers a lot of time to...
I think so, I'm not too sure. I think it might have been 3 years, maybe. It's probably longer, I'm not too sure.
So I played a lot of the Amazing Spider-Man games in the Xbox 360 and Xbox One, Xbox original I think, and like my favourite part of it wasn't a perfect game, but my favourite part of it was slinging through the city. It actually is really, really fun. But
the web slinging and the free running in this new game, it looks crazy. Like how he runs off a building. Have you watched some of it?
Yeah.
How he runs off a building and then he just continues. Like if he hits the ground, you don't come to a stop. Like he rolls and continues through.
Yeah, and that was in the older version of the game. It felt fun web slinging, but it was very much like you press X. You sort of swing, and then you press X when you're supposed to again. But this one sort of has a bit more physics involved.
Yeah, you're like it's sort of like you're propelling yourself through.
And if you release at certain points, it's not just you complete the animation. It actually changes your trajectory and your speed and how you do it. So if you get it's like kind of like a little bit more like Assassin's Creed with actual skill involved, where if you get really good at Assassin's Creed, you can parkour through and feel like a badass. I think with this, I've seen the developers play it. once you get into the swing of it, you actually that's pretty funny. once you get a handle on it, you
I
can
wasn't paying attention.
Oh, okay. That's a good pun. So once you get a handle on it, you can fly through the city, and it just feels like you're actually Peter Parker. And I think Peter Parker in he's been Spider-Man for about 8 or 10 years. So it's not one of those like origin stories.
I read today, I think they said in the entire game there's 1,000 one-liners from Peter Parker that are all different.
That's good.
That's good, eh?
If you've ever
That's pretty good.
The old WWE games, they're probably a lot better now, but when I used to play them, like in 2000,
I've never played a WWE game.
So they used to get the commenters like Jerry the King Lawler and JR Jim Ross, but they used to only give them like maybe a dozen like one-liners each.
Yeah.
And you play enough matches, and like every time they go, "That was a slobber knocker," you just want to scream. So giving Peter Parker like 30 lines in that game would have been upsetting.
Yeah.
I'm glad they're going to use the dialogue.
Apparently there's 1,000.
That's pretty cool.
1,000 one-liners from him. But yeah, it looks good.
Yep.
Looks really good. Looking forward to September. I'm pretty sure is the launch date of that, so we've got a long time to wait.
That's two really good exclusives for the PS4.
Very good exclusives. Very, very, very amazing exclusives.
Now people.
What is Xbox doing?
Do you want to direct it to Xbox headquarters?
What is Xbox doing?
Well, they got some cool exclusives.
No, they don't. Give me one.
Hang on.
Give me one. Don't. Forza.
Forza with snowboarding goggles.
Forza is an incredible car racing game, and it looks absolutely insane.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Problem is not everyone's into racing games, so if you're really into it, you're really into it. That is a pretty cool one. Sea of Thieves was pretty awesome, but I don't know if Microsoft pressured Rare to release it.
There's nothing in Sea of Thieves.
You're probably really sick of hearing that by now, but as someone that was almost calling Sea of Thieves Game of the Year a month ago, I still love
What an idiot.
No, I still love the concept.
Shut up.
I don't know, maybe, well, it's probably going to get us into our next topic, which is talking about exclusives and licensing, but I guess if you're already... Are they porting it, or is it being developed for the Xbox?
I think it's been developed for the Xbox.
Maybe they're so far through the process and it's sunk so much money and time into it, they might as well finish it off and try and...
They could have a contract with Xbox to get it out. Maybe.
Potentially.
Yeah, I agree. So what? We got Forza, Sea of Thieves. Did okay. Right, Forza, not sure how high that rated with
it's not really
the Metacritics, but
I mean, yeah, it rated well, but it's more.
It's not amazing.
It's just more. It's more that killer title that people buy the console for the game, and which you did.
You're looking at one right here,
and like
made me buy the game.
And when Xbox came out, Halo was the game. Like the fact that you could get...
Agreed. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So that... Definitely.
Yeah. That's...
And Gears.
Yeah, Gears of War.
Gears was good.
Yeah.
Gears of War 1 and 2, incredible.
Yeah.
Same with Halo. Halo 1 to 3, incredible.
And when you went to a friend's house and you saw them playing co-op and someone was on the back of the Jeep with the... Warthog, with the minigun.
How dare you.
And you'd never really seen that kind of...
Apologise.
I'm sorry. But it was like so amazing that you were like, I don't want to miss out on this. I'm not buying a PS2. What are you talking about?
I agree, because we were talking about where our Xbox exclusives. Back in the day, they had good exclusives. Well, not so much lately.
Well, I think Halo and Gears of War sort of burnt out a little bit. The sort of
totally agree.
They use the same formula for their games, but sort of the gaming community seemed to have moved on. I've got a friend who would only play Halo.
They need something amazing.
They do need something amazing, but
they need something. They need to make a masterpiece like God of War. They need to make a masterpiece for the Xbox.
Is Anthem exclusive, or is it?
We don't know yet.
No.
I've got a feeling Anthem will be like how Destiny is with PlayStation. I've got a feeling that Xbox will get some exclusives, so like something special in the game, sort of like Destiny, where it was a map and a gun,
and I actually don't. So
I think it'll be like that.
I was about to talk about exclusives and whether it's a scummy, shitty practice or whether it's just part of normal corporate consumerism. I mean, like, if you got an iPhone, you can't get some apps that you can get on Android. It's really closed up now, but people didn't really crack the shits that much. But but when it comes to exclusives like that, where if you have the PS4 version of Destiny, you can have a few new skins or a new weapon that the other guys don't. As long as it's not a game-changing thing or you're missing out on core content, I don't mind. That's the kind of exclusivity that I think, it's kind of cool, I guess.
It is cool, but it's also disappointing too, though. Like, because the prime example is Destiny with PlayStation. They got a sweet sniper rifle that we just never saw.
But then, what do you guys get?
Nothing.
Oh.
Nothing on Xbox. That was extra.
Oh.
So they get the same content as us and more.
Okay, I thought it was okay, cool. The PS4 guys got a few different sniper rifles, but it's okay because we got this.
No. We get this. We get the same stuff, exact same game, and they'll get more things.
It's a little bit douchey, but I mean, I don't know. I guess for me, I'm not really that. Like, when you got a game like Destiny, which is like, to me, it's like content overload. I don't really notice if I'm missing a sniper rifle or
I did.
A silver-colored cock ring or something that you can equip. Like,
hey, I enjoyed that silver-colored cock ring. No, so I guess what we're leading into is exclusives.
Is it
how much money is it about the money, or is it
Yes.
about?
Yes.
I'm sorry. Yeah, of course it's about the money.
Yeah.
How much they're willing to give developers and time to make the game.
So there's a few reasons. So,
and if they want to work with them.
Yeah.
Studios might not want to work with Xbox. They prefer Sony, and Sony prefers them. Or
yeah, I mean there could be preferences, but as a developer, if you're the same, but usually the bigger games, your publishers, if you decide, we prefer not to work with Microsoft, you might be cutting yourself off 30 million copies sold.
That's pretty much it from what we've had this week. We did have it. Sega announced the Sega-mega Drive, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I said what's interesting in that and the one that comes out, that was the mini one you plugged into your TV. But remember how much Mega Drives rely on timing of buttons and movements. What's the problem with the one that you had that isn't a legitimate Mega Drive?
So they released a Mega Drive. I can't remember the company. And they released one where it was just a little Mega Drive. You plug that into your television, and then the controllers were wireless, which is part of the big problem. But there was about a 2-second delay from you pressing the button to the television, which was super frustrating. So I bought one. They were $100. I bought one, and I played it for about 10 minutes, and then smashed the controller into a million pieces.
There's nothing more fun than playing a reaction-based game with no save slots with delay.
With a 2-second delay to the reaction on the freaking screen, from the controller to the screen. Super frustrating. Haven't touched it since. And Sega is bringing out their own mini classic, which is the Sega-mega Drive, 16-bit.
They've got to cash in on that nostalgia.
Yeah, definitely. Just like Nintendo with the classics, right?
Yeah.
So it's a legit one. It's only getting released in Japan. We haven't heard about the Western front. So hopefully it comes over to us and we get to play it. It'd be very exciting.
Oh.
So we've got to sort out the lighting. I don't know how we're going to fix these bloody boxes.
Oh my god, my eyes hurt so much.
But that's a bit better.
Alright, well that's us. That's the first episode down, and
thank you guys for tuning in.
when we've got things a little bit more polished, you can say you were there at the start.
Yeah, you can.
You witnessed the birth of something beautiful.
You witnessed the birth of 2 dudes.
One camera.
And then the unskippable cutscene.
Insane.